Good sir and madam, you might ask yourself what I'm doing with this black tape. Well, can't roll down the old windows, so give you a little sticky like that, like this, and then we can stick you to the window. I think that's the idea. But word. All right, well that worked. welcome again back to the shit show that is my life. Good sir and madam, you are welcome. I appreciate having you here with me this morning here in Oakland, Maryland. Couple big developments of yesterday. My oh shit, nope. My windows stopped working. I fiddled with them a little bit and got them to go back up, but I'm scared shitless of rolling them down. So I've got the door propped open and I've got the phone electrical tape to the window so you guys can see what's going on. I think one will be enough, right? Whatever. I think it's a little bit different today than usual. Kind of overcast, nasty here in Maryland, but it's gonna be a beautiful day because we're gonna make it, right? Roll with the punches, do the next right thing to the best of our ability. Let's start getting our coffee in us this morning. That seems to be a bare necessity here for sure. I don't know if this tape is gonna hold. Appreciate having you guys. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome to Maryland. Beautiful place. Going to Blackwater Falls today. I don't think it'll be as epic as it would have been yesterday with the weather, how it's going to look, but it'll be beautiful. Yeah, well, the back window is holding up well. That's a good thing. The cob job plexiglass fix of the back window, since I smashed it out on myself yesterday. Big win for me. For the traveling Scott adventure time. Right, huge win. Open over back window. We don't need that back window. Welcome. Comment. How you doing today? Like, subscribe. Tell me how you're doing. How you drink your coffee? Is it even coffee time where you're at? That's the big thing I'm starting to realize doing this. We're getting people from all over the world. Alright, I think that might be enough actually. Start to boil. Don't need it too crazy hot. I'll give it a little bit more. But yeah, it's gonna be a good day because we're gonna make it. Make it that way for sure. Brianna Jade, good morning, kiddo. How you doing? We're here in Maryland. I got you taped to the window right now. I usually tuck it in the seam of the window, but I'm afraid to roll the windows down because I barely got them to go up last night by taking everything apart inside my door and making them go up. So I got the door propped open over there for good ventilation. We got some wind coming through. Hey, kiddo, do me a favor, hit that like button. I know you like. I appreciate you. But another unfortunate turn of events yesterday is that I left my French press at Eleanor and Sonia's house. After running around, double checking 9,000 times, I still left my French press. So I resorted to the instant coffee this morning. Handy Ma. Well, welcome, Handy Ma. Ocean City, is that worth checking out? I'll have to give it a whirl. We were headed to Blackwater Falls. Is what the destination is still. We're gonna check that out. But yeah, coffee first. Coffee first, alright. And then we'll figure out the game plan. Not so bad. I'm not really an instant coffee fan, but what are you gonna do? Good morning, Messenger. Hey, Messenger Chris, I'm assuming? How you doing there, good sir? Welcome to coffee. in the morning here in Maryland. It's been an epic ride the last couple days, so we're doing things a little different. Left my French press. What do you guys think instant coffee wise? I had like a 16-ounce bottle of water. I don't know. I've never really used it. Kiddo, how many cups or scoops did we put in at camp? What, like 2 or 3, wasn't it? Or something? It's a pretty big cup. Let's put 2 in there for now and see how that does us. It's looking pretty dark with 2. Like I said, I don't know much about no instant coffee, but we're living minimally, doing the best we can, especially after the cob job fix we had to. Yeah, I appreciate you, Australia. Now, yeah, it's good. It's fixed. I mean, I don't know. It's it probably won't be fixed forever. I'm assuming plexiglass and some sheet metal screws, some Gorilla Glue, and some flex tape. You know, could go a long way, but probably not all the way forever, I'm assuming. She'll be strong. Yes, she will. The old Galactic Avenger, as Messenger Chris named her. Thank you, Messenger Chris. We're gonna go ahead and throw some hot cocoa mix in there. We're gonna dial this up right, as Nomad Nate would call it. We're gonna have ourselves a prison latte this morning. Some instant coffee. We'll throw some of that in there. We got some creamer, and then maybe more caffeine. We'll see how it plays out for us. But she'll be strong with 2 scoops. You think she'll be strong? Oh, I thought you were talking about the car. I'm still half awake. It's a rough day. Slept well last night, but waking up gloomy. You know, the kind of, I'll admit, stressful day yesterday was kind of stressful. Obviously, breaking out my own back window was ridiculous. You know, it's a lesson learned, though. You know, we focus on what we're used to focusing on, right? I was focusing on my mirrors and where the back of my car was going. I wasn't focused on what was coming towards my mirror, and I backed right up underneath a semi-truck trailer, and my mirror exploded. So, you know, I guess the lesson there, I know the lesson there is be vigilant, be open. Don't get stuck into a rut of normality when it comes to what you're used to and how you're used to doing. You gotta mix it up. I should have been paying attention. I should have looked out my back window again after I was backing out. I would have seen the edge of that semi-truck trailer coming. But now I gotta. I did not do that, but I'm not gonna live in regret. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think so. Make it like a Nomad Nate would say, a prison latte. We're going to call it a camper car latte. Let's see how it goes. It's still pretty warm. We're going to let it sit for a minute. Get too early in the morning. But let's see what you guys think. What do you say? We'll take the tape down for a second. It looks like a real window, doesn't it? We'll get out and take a look. I'll show you guys what we're talking about here. If you haven't seen it, get a quick look while our coffee cools down. And by the way, it's beautiful here. You know, a little cloudy. It's absolutely amazing. So this is the cob job right here. It's a piece of plexiglass. I accidentally cracked it. You can see a little bit of the sealant I put around the edge inside, and I also put sheet metal screws right through the plexiglass, through that piece of sheet metal, all the way around it. It held up. It sprinkled a little bit last night, but we did all right, even with the sprinkle. I'm going to tape you back to the window, if you don't mind. Yeah, we roll with the punches here on the Traveling Scott Show. The window don't open, so you can set your phone the way you used to. Duct tape it, or black tape it. You want to use duct tape. I think black tape will work just fine. But that's the old cob job yesterday. Don't worry, the windows won't go down now, but I got that door cracked open pretty good. Tighten up the tape on the left. Oh, you are right. You know what? Thank you for reusing the tape. You're right. Thank you, Australia. Now got my back as always, my friend. So it's not obvious. Well, I ain't hiding nothing. How's that? That even it out a little bit? let's not make it obvious that we're using black tape to seal the phone to the window, I guess. I don't know. Who cares? It's obvious now, isn't it? That's how I started off. Started off by yeah, whatever. Brain no work, no good without caffeine. Messenger Chris, it's really good to hear from you today, buddy. What are you up to? In Australia now. It's awesome to see you again. Had to resort to the instant coffee today. You know, I went around Eleanor and Sonia's house 20 times. And I left my flip-flops and my French press. Oh, the back window. Oh, fix the tape on the left. So here's the thing. On the left, I didn't really show it, but it dented in the side of the car because the trailer had hit that part too. It didn't just hit the window. So I had to put a little extra tape there on the left to seal in the back window because of that dent, I think is what you're talking about, maybe. All right. Two's a little stout. You're right, Chris. That stuff is stout. I mean, it's instant coffee's kicking it. I put 2 scoops in there. It's definitely enough. I'm glad I had the Swish Mish hot cocoa in the creamer, though, for sure. Yeah. So you just roll with the Cobb job the best we can. Shout out to Shop and Go. It's a little gas station around here. They're really cool. They had free vacuums with a car wash, but the manager there, I forget his name now, he's a new traveler. He allowed me to use the vacuum to clean up all the window that was in my back seat. And yeah, then I went to Home Depot and fixed my car. So thank you, Home Depot. The plexiglass was a little bit more expensive than I thought. It cost me $60. Another $4 for the screws, the sheet metal screws to go through the plexiglass, through that sheet metal. So $65. I got a new back window. I don't think that's a bad deal. Versus, I'm assuming it would have cost me hundreds if I would have. You can remember via James Johnson, dude. I love VHS tapes. Are you kidding me? I have no. It's something. There's something about the graininess of it, right? I used to remember going to the video store and you don't have to rewind these, huh? Back in 5. All right, I'll see you in 5, Australia. Appreciate having you, buddy. Messenger Chris, you still on here, brother? Did you leave us? I was excited to have you this morning. Popped in and said hi and then left us. Brianna, I hope you're doing well. You're probably driving Nate to or from work, and I hope you're feeling blessed. It's a true blessing to have a couple friends, first-hand friends, James Johnson in Australia, my online crew that's starting to grow. I appreciate having you guys here. Handy Ma, it's good to have you in as well. Anybody else who'd like to comment and become part of the morning discussion, please feel free. I appreciate you, Chris. Got worried about you, buddy. You popped in and said hi. I know you're doing all right today, buddy, right? We woke up and gave thanks, right? That's the first thing I did is I woke up and gave thanks. Well, then I went in and I got instant coffee mix because I realized I didn't have what I needed to have to get my caffeine in me. And I'm determined to live minimally so that I can continue my journeys. So instead of spending $4 on 1 cup of coffee, I just spent $4 on 120. Probably 60 the way I just made them. I don't know if they count like per scoop. I'm assuming that a normal human beings use 1 scoop of that instant coffee, too, and it's definitely good enough for sure. I'm glad I didn't put a third one in there. Oh yeah. Got these awesome compostable spoons, fork sets from Ollie's. I'm not a big fan of using plastic forks and stuff, and make me feel like I'm choking out Mother Earth, but they're compostable. So even if they end up in a junkyard, they'll be good compost. Had to shower. Word, it's all good, buddy. We got to take care of ourselves first. That's, part of the theme of the day, part of the theme of every day. Take care of ourselves first, move forward strongly, give thanks in the morning for these beautiful gifts, despite it not being exactly what I want it to be. It's a little gloomy out there here in Maryland today. It doesn't mean I'm not excited about the waterfalls to come. We're still going to check those out. Still really excited about Misled Utopia's band practice here in a couple of days. I think that's going to be epic, and to have you guys along is absolutely going to be amazing. You only got 2 baby pictures, black and white. Hey man, I grew up in a government cheese kind of household, brother. I get you, man. I don't think we had any pictures. I mean, like photo camera pictures. We never went and got pictures done. I don't. Is that a normal thing? I mean, it must be. People go and get it done, right? But yeah, that was never in our budget growing up either, brother. Actually, you know what's funny? Brianna does have like a picture. I'm assuming Grandma took me and got pictures taken. Because I couldn't see Mom taking me anywhere and penning $30 for pictures of my junky little ass. But morning, Crank. It's good to have you in, brother. We were just reflecting on yesterday's shenanigans and giving thanks, buddy. It's good to have you back. Don't be disappointed, but we had to do instant coffee this morning, my friend. I left the French press at Eleanor and Sonia's house, sitting right next to the sink after I cleaned it out. How about that? That's something. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I got that. So I said, Grandma must have took me for that one. I couldn't imagine Mom taking us for pictures, But yeah, I have an adorable baby picture, at least one. I was a cute little baby. Grew up into quite the dashing young man, actually, believe it or not. I don't know what the hell happened from there, but we're in. Myself laughing too early in the morning. Yeah, I'm fired. You damn straight I'm fired. If I could fire me, I would, for getting the French press. How am I supposed to have coffee in the camper car in the morning? Bald-headed baby, Brianna says. Oh, yeah, kiddo? Yeah, I guess I was a pretty bald-headed baby. I still got that Jackson forehead right there. Believe it or not, that is not a receding hairline. That's just, that's a genetic thing. But you call it the Jackson forehead. Call it sleepy time tea if you want to run your mouth. So I remember when I was feeling never went without. Yeah, here's the thing too. I'll give it to Ma. We might have not had much, but she made sure we were fed. Made sure we were fed first. We never went without. We made sure, with the basics. We might have went without a little bit of sanity for a while there as younger children, but we're growing past that, huh, Brianna? We're becoming something more, and we're going to give the next generation something better because we were able to pick up these tools, these tools that our parents didn't have, or, and nowadays, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm still waiting this coffee to pop in this morning, but still digesting the fact that I got a plexiglass back window and that now I'm scared to open up the rest of my windows. It's kind of ridiculous, but, we're going to keep moving forward, doing the best we can to do the next right thing, despite how things play out. Now, we don't know why. I don't know why. That's the first thing. I got kind of started getting angry, but then Messenger Chris's words, Al's words, all these great men come into my heart, and we don't know why things happen. I know why it happened. I backed up into it, but it put a slowdown on the day. And for some reason, I'm meant to be here right now in this moment, not where I thought I was supposed to be. And I have to accept that. And I really appreciate the reminder from these great people. Instant coffee, no instant wake up. Yeah, it doesn't have it seems to have a zip to it. I'm starting to get together. I'm starting to pull my stuff together now. But Jesus, what was I just talking about? I guess I'm not pulling my stuff together. Talking about wisdom that these great men had given us, and I forget exactly what I was saying. Something about doing the next right thing or something. Coffee will kick in, memory will kick in. I'm sure we'll do all right. But yeah, special thanks to Messenger Chris this morning for popping in. Special thanks for being a good mentor and friend. Reaching out and doing the best you can with your connection to Creator is a beautiful thing, man. Messenger Chris had a youth group out in Bridgeport when I was a kid. That was, it wasn't necessarily my thing, and still necessarily isn't, my path, but I really appreciated being a part of that, Chris. I really appreciated the open door. I still appreciate our open conversations we have. Even though we don't completely feel the same connection to Creator, God, Muhammad, whatever. We come together and we try to understand this world we're living in. And I really appreciate Chris for that, because a lot of people only want to talk about what they believe in, specifically what they believe in. And I try to, talk more about what brings us together, like Al would say, than anything specific, because, there's no need to pull us apart. These individual things that separate us are so minuscule and so unimportant compared to what is really important. What's really important is that we do the next right thing, that we follow the peacemaker's instructions, Jesus's, the instructions that he brought to the Europeans. It's funny too, the similarities. Chris just sent me that last night too, White Buffalo Prophecy, and some of the similarities there. But did you guys know that the Native Americans believe in a great flood way before the Europeans came, and the Creator saved the righteous natives in a mountain, a cave in a mountain. It's pretty amazing, right? And they think it's around their tales tell around the same time of when so it's just these correlations, right? I mean, it's absolutely amazing. They Leon Shenandoah writes in the book that speaks of his wisdom. He says that they believed in Jesus too. They know him as the peacemaker. The stories are a little bit different, but they also believe that he came over to Europe, and then things happened the way they happened over there. But he gave the instructions here in the Americas to the natives too, as the peacemaker, as their understanding of their higher power. And I strive to emulate that. Peacemaker, Jesus, whatever word you want to put on that remarkable being. Let's emulate that. Let's emulate his connection and love, and draw in the people that need us, and spread caring and kindness. Good morning, Joe. It's good to see you again, buddy. More than worry about what man's religion tells us to do, because Jesus and the peacemaker, whatever word you want to put on it, didn't follow any religion of man, because of the fallacy of man. Right? There's something in us that makes us need to be right, so that somebody else needs to be wrong, so we can feel right, which is never computed with me. I want to emulate the man. I want to emulate Creator and his will by emulating this great man who took in the wayward, the broken, the weak, who cared for the the underpoverished and the abused, and who had compassion and love in his heart for all of his children, despite their perception of things. I don't think that back then Peacemaker would have judged anybody for what they believe. We're just trying to figure it out. As long as you're trying to figure it out, right? Trying to figure it out, trying to move forward, trying to pull it through this together, and that's it. Let's, what Al would say, let's talk about what brings us together. Let's talk about what's similar. Let's talk about, because at the core of all religions, there's this basic truth and understanding of love and respect, and there's the rules are in there. They're either the instructions. If you're the Native Americans, they're the 10 Commandments. Xander, hey, hello, good morning this morning. The Catholicism has the 10 Commandments. I don't minimal in my brains, whatever, but there is beautiful instructions that are all the same in all these religions. And we focus on this small little part that separates us, and to me that doesn't make any sense at all. Well, I believe this and you believe that, so like you're wrong, I'm right, and I'm trying to save your soul. Like I don't know. And nothing, Chris, I hope you're not Chris got an open heart and open mind. He knows what I'm talking about. I don't have to worry about offending a close friend. He knows me, because I don't mean any offense. I want to help my brothers and sisters out there break that barrier of judgment and this barrier of like what I know. The reality of things is so much more complicated than what this world can grant us even understanding. It's like a two-dimensional creature looking at us, a three-dimensional creature. You gotta, it's like telling Mickey Mouse who I am, and then me touching the paper and him trying to interpret it me. I feel like that's the same kind of interpretation to the next level, to the spirit world. I mean, you look at the description of angels in Bibles, man. They're this hexagonal, out of this world kind of looking things, but. I feel like just like us touching, trying to communicate with a two-dimensional creature, we touch that paper. All they see is a dot, right? Because that's all that they can see. They're one dimension. When a fourth dimensional creature, an angel, creator, whatever word you put on it, touches this plane of existence, I mean, I would imagine it would look like something like the angels in the Bible. There's a legend. Please help us, expose us to this legend, man. Let's learn together a little bit more about everybody's point of view, man. Let's talk about what brings us together. Let's learn a little bit more about these beautiful things. I'm an open book, and I'm trying, man. We're human, right? So we're full of fear and anxiousness and anger and all these things, and we need to know to settle us. I think the real answer there is not knowing, and being okay with that, and knowing that we are a two-dimensional being trying to understand a three-dimensional creature, right? We are, on this different plane of existence, where things are dramatically different on the other side. I mean, look how we interpret these beings, this octagonal shaped things. But just thoughts. I don't know anything. I'm humble enough to know I don't know anything. I'm humble enough to know that the only thing I do know is that there's bits and pieces out there, and in all these religions, I've met such amazing, beautiful people with such a deep connection to Creator, and I've been really lucky. It's a big thank you to Messenger Chris to really expressing to me his connection with Creator and what that means to him, so that I could, that really opened the door for me in a conversation we had a while ago about how, I understand the realness of my connection. Like, I get it. Like, it's empowering and invigorating, and it gives me a sense of peace and connection. There's a short and sweet version of it. Well, lay it on us, brother. Lay it on us. I'll read it out, whatever it is. Yeah, I lose track. I still got to get some more coffee in me. But yeah, we're all brothers. We're all sisters. We're all in it together. Trying to find our way. I think the biggest piece of advice that Al would want to give us is just, let's talk about what brings us together. Again, that's the theme of the day. Let's talk about what brings us together. The peace and the similarities and the kindness that are taught in every religion. And value your brother's connection. Just because your connection is really valid and real and intense for you, it doesn't mean that, your brother's connection is less valid, real, or intense. It's just, and we get excited about what's real for us, right? So we want to give that. We want to help our brothers and sisters. This is the way. Well, for you, it's the way, but the way is different for everybody. Our connection to Creator is not the same. We're all individuals. We're all beautiful children of God, and each connection, each one of us has an individual connection, an individual set of gifts that we are given. Let's see what he says. Never gone wild at night because the living in the realm of the spirits. Never gone wild at night because the realm of the living and the realm of the spirits of in at night. Popular, what's with I found. Purpose, that's what I found. Awesome. No, I appreciate that, brother, and I respect your purpose, and dude, I love you deeply, and I love your connection to God. I think it's amazing. I think that you help a ton of people, and you have this sense of purpose, and that's amazing. Um, I guess I'm just expressing that it's that connection is just as valid for everybody, and we lose track of how a different connection could be valid for somebody else, because this connection's so valid for us, we know it to be the truth, and it just confuses me, because I know I don't know. I know that it won't be revealed till I go to the other side. I've been given a gift of understanding through the pain and trauma I've gone through. Okay, never go out at night, because the realm of the spirits and the realm of the living is thin. I like that. That's pretty cool, buddy. Thanks, James Johnson. Well, I know all about the voice to speech thing and how it chops it up. I use that quite a bit. But I appreciate having everybody here today. You guys are amazing. I appreciate all your paths to God. Just want to put that out there. I appreciate your connection. I appreciate you sharing, James Johnson. Messenger Chris, I appreciate you beyond words, man. You've helped me to drop the anger that I had as a child for Catholicism because of how I was exposed to it before you, man. Christianity is a beautiful thing. You're an amazing human being, and you spread love and God's word and connection, and I appreciate you, man. And I know that you see my connection, and that humbles me. And I know that we don't see eye to eye, about what is to come, but that's okay, because when we're sitting there at the table together with Creator, we're both going to get a swift fatherly swap to the ass and told that we had it all wrong, and here's the parts we had right. And I know that the only thing I do know is the parts that I do have right is the part that that we're all connected. We all have this connection, and I don't want to diminish anybody's beliefs. I don't want to say that anybody's wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and I need to do things a certain way, but I haven't been shown that. Yeah, there's wood burglars out there, I guess, according to James Johnson. They're out there at night scurrying around. There ain't nothing good for you out there at night. Believe that. I went out looking when I was younger. I didn't find anything. Yeah, it's a blessing to have you guys. I really appreciate this conversation this morning. I appreciate having Chris. I appreciate Brianna. I appreciate you deeply. But I appreciate even more than that is that, I'm able to be exposed to these. We don't have to separate ourselves. We don't have to make ourselves Mohammed. During the full and new moon is also a thin line between the living and the spirit world. I've been there years back. Felt like hours, but I was there for days. So again, man, that's this beautiful thing that we come together to try to figure out this thing. The distortion of time when you're connected to the other side, when you're truly connected to someone or in a place, the lack of words, with there being all the words all at once. I mean, it's unexplainable in this physical being. I touched base a little bit on Coffee Talk, exposing, being open and honest about my connection with my brother after he passed, and how he expressed everything to me with no words. That veil is very thin. We're never as close as we are to Creator as when we're grieving. When someone's starting their journey, he comes to us and stands with us, and and then our loved ones, can connect with us at times. And I believe that fully, because Steve came to me, and that ain't gonna work. Steve came to me and said everything he needed to say all at once without saying anything. And I knew that I had to start loving myself the way he did, because I deserve it, because that's what God wants. That's what Creator wants from us. He wants us to love ourselves deeply and appreciate ourselves. During the full and new moon, he says, the veil is thin. That's awesome, brother. I appreciate that. Mohammed, you're amazing. Thank you for coming in and sharing a little bit of your wisdom, and it's very much appreciated, brother. Your connection is valid and amazing, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing for you to come together in openness, no judgment, right? Who are we to judge? That's part of it too. Who am I to judge? Who am I to tell you I'm right? I know that in my heart I feel right. I know that my connection with Creator, he's spelled it out to me a million times in a million different ways with everything I do. I know I'm doing the next right thing. I know I'm doing His will by traveling and connecting and spreading love. The Cherokee, the Woodburgers are from Cherokee, are they? Cherokee are pretty intense people, man. I'll have to look into that mythology a little bit more. I've got a book, actually, that's Native American myths and legends. I thought would be pretty cool to check out with you guys sometime. But, yeah. Don't forget to do next right thing. Ain't gonna hurt you. Thumbs won't fall off, I promise. Either way, you're appreciated. I appreciate having you. Appreciate having this conversation this morning. I try to walk softly when it comes to religion and spirituality, but I want to be open. I want to have this conversation with you guys. I want to understand your point of view a little bit better. That's why I really appreciate Chris. He's really taken the time to help me to see his point of view, to understand as a brother how connected he is. I too have, we get into what we know. We feel this connection with Creator. We feel this connection with God, and it's so prolific. It's so intense. It's so real. And we know that God is with us in this certain way, and we just want to share it. We want people to have that connection that we have, but it's not the same for everybody. It's like, different medicine for different people. We're not meant to be the same. We're not meant to all walk the same road. Got signal back. Good, John. We're meant to have these different things. We're meant to live these different lives so that we come together and we can truly experience Creator's creation in a full and dynamic way. It's a beautiful world. We just got to open our hearts to our brothers and sisters. Give thanks for what we have and be humble. What Red would say, a nice friend I met a while back that I gave a ride to, gave us a little piece of wisdom in one of our shorts. He would say you got to be submissive to the will of God. I like that concept. I would never wanted to be submissive. I don't like that concept. I do have a tendency to fight against this defiant disorder, I suppose I have as one of my personality traits as a human being. But I think there's something in there. There's some knowledge in that we must be submissive. We must submit to the will of Creator, or we're going to fight the river of life. That's where peace comes in. You don't have to do anything. You don't want to be in peace. James Johnson, sorry, I didn't see that. Let's see. Yeah, no, I appreciate that's awesome, man. Thank you, Messenger. Gotta go. Safe travels. I love you, Messenger Chris. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for being in this. Thanks you for helping me define my connection with God. Thank you for spreading love and your connection with God. We need all the avenues in this world so that we can heal and grow together. And I respect and appreciate you more than I could say. You and your amazing wife, Laura. Tell her I said hi. Be well. Are you out of here, Joe? Oh, Messenger Chris is saying goodbye. You're saying goodbye to him. Awesome. Yeah, be well, Messenger Chris. We appreciate you, brother. It was a really pleasure having you, man. Real pleasure having you today. We keep moving forward, doing the next right thing. I think truly reflecting on our individual connections today, feel like the next right thing to me today, in this moment. I'm gonna keep moving forward, giving thanks, being appreciative, and doing the best we can to reflect on Creator's will and what that means for us. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let me see. Does that work? I'm gonna tuck that right there. There we go. But where am I at now? I am in Maryland. I forget exactly where in Maryland. But we're only about for 30 minutes from Blackwater Waterfalls State Forest. We're going to check that out. Bowman, hey, brother. Welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. The windshield is holding up well, believe it or not. It rained a little bit last night, a little trickle, so we didn't give it a full test, but it looks like we're going to get a full test in today, whether this window... You guys are interested to see the fix. I did it on live last night. This instant coffee seems to be going pretty well, actually. What do I got? The Great Value stuff. This might be actually pretty good with the hot cocoa mix and a little bit of creamer. Something different. It's a campfire latte, or as Nomad Nate would say, the prison latte. I guess it's all perspective. You saw it? Awesome. I'm glad you caught it, brother. I'm glad you guys are along for the journey. It was really nice having everybody who showed up last night. Kind of helped me stay motivated, because I'll be honest with you, I was kicking myself in the old tuchus there really hard for a bit. You're in Indiana right now. Michigan. Yeah, I think you talked about that yesterday, brother. I still got to check out your channel. Rap, right, Bowman? You rap is what he said. I don't know if he was messing with me or if he really means that, but whatever you do it well. Whatever you are, be a good one. And hit that like button, because your thumbs won't fall off, I promise. Help engage in the conversation. Help to inspire our fellow friends out there. Oh, I'm pushing on that too hard. I got it propped open. Oh, is that going to stay? It might stay. But keep moving forward, motivating our brothers and sisters, and doing the next right thing to the best of our ability. And today that manifested itself in the way of talking about our connections and how they're different. And I think that's beautiful. I'm glad that everybody's still around and no one got offended, because it's hard sometimes. We believe what we believe, right? And we don't want to hear anything else because it's comfortable. Well, life isn't meant to be comfortable. Growth is pain. If the boat is not rocking, you are not going anywhere, my friend. And that's the reality of the scenario. We all pray for calm seas and easy riding and comfort. I think more than that, we all pray for growth and healing and respect. We can't get that through everything being simple and easy all the time. It took a lot of pain and growth, for me to get past my own ego, and not say that people are ego, man. We all got a little bit of ego. We all got that thing, but to get past my own thing and realize how deeply my brothers and sisters feel their connection with Creator. I've always thought to myself that there was this basis connection, but, Messenger Chris, again, I praised Messenger Chris for kind of, really expressing to me his deep connection and why he I understand now why he pushes the way he does, and why he is not pushes, but why he, strives to do what he does, because his connection is so real and so amazing. And it's just, and that's his medicine. These medicines are different for all of us. And I appreciate that. I appreciate your medicine, appreciate your wisdom. My sleep was really good last night. I mean, it was weird because it was really warm when I went to sleep, and I woke up like freezing. It was kind of weird. We're gonna lose our thumb stickers. Can't lose that. We need all the thumbs up we can get. Our buddies out there in YouTube land don't think we deserve them, so we're gonna hold on to these. These sticky notes suck when it comes to sticking, but they're pretty sweet when it comes to thumbing. I'm not hitchhiking. Trying to get you to hit that like button up there. Your fingers won't fall off, guys. Don't you worry about all them shenanigans. You're going to be perfectly fine. I'm going to keep tucking these everywhere. Right there. Let's do this. And if I do like that, like tuck that down there. And then, yeah. Yes, sir. Why, yes, sir. How was the sleep? Yeah, that was still my buddy Bowman. Sleeping well here in Walmart parking lot in Maryland. It was peaceful. It's a beautiful area here in Maryland. And, yeah, caffeine's starting to kick in, starting to feel a little bit better. I really appreciate the conversation this morning, guys. I think we just lost one of our thumbs up. We might have to add it right up here if you could. That would be great. This way, its sacrifice does not go in vain. The other amazing thing I was told is that the like button holds all the vitamins and minerals you need for a day. That's it. You click that like button, everything else is extra. It's weird, right? I don't know how true it is, but that's what I was told. Yeah, I know. I'll go pull up behind that guy and take out my windshield next, right? Oh, my God. Oh. And again, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful I smashed out my window last night. Did I feel grateful in the moment? Did I feel good about it? Do I feel like, I had some master plan and it was eventful? No. I feel kind of like a jackass for smashing out my own back window. But these things happen, and I don't regret it. Out of the stop, we got this really awesome, this really awesome chess and checkers set from the thrift store, brand new. Absolutely amazing. Cool little set that we'll be fiddling with on game nights. I know McLovin was dying last night, sending me messages, man, wanting to play games. I was just so wiped out from like the heat and the stress of yesterday. I mean, it's still stressful. I'm appreciative and caring and open, but yesterday was stressful, man. When you smash out your own back window, it's hard to not listen to that whisper that you're a jackass. That whisper it's there, but it gets easier as you go. As we define what's normal for us, it gets easier to just let it roll off us and understand that we have to live in this moment. That being angry all day yesterday wouldn't have meant anything. It wouldn't have changed anything. It wouldn't have fixed the back window. It probably would have hindered the back window because I would have been dwelling in what I did and what I should have done instead of taking action. Take action. Don't dwell in what's done. What's done is done. We can't. No matter how much we fight the river of life, we cannot flow back up it. You're not gonna beat the river of life and get back up to where you were. I promise you that. When my wife keeps me on the short leash. Jesus Christ. She keeps you on a short leash. Good, James Johnson. Someone needs to keep us crazy bastards who drink on the roof on a short leash, man. I'm glad she's got your back, brother. You seem like an awesome dude. I'm glad to have you as a friend. But, we all need someone to reel us in a little bit. And Eleanor and Sonia are that for me, too. A huge part of that. Eleanor's always been that. We used to be, even when I used to party, Eleanor would watch over us and, make sure that we didn't do something too nutbag. And, we need somebody to reel us in sometimes. That's great that your mother has, your wife has that on that leash. Because of your big mouth, brother. Me too. My father would say I fill the damn air too much sometimes. Where am I headed next? Blackwater Falls this morning, and then Tennessee to meet up with Misled Utopia for their band practice. That should be pretty intense. I love their music. They're absolutely amazing. You should check them out. They got their own YouTube channel. They've been the theme song, basically, of this trip. And ever since I've been exposed to them, been absolutely excited about being a fan, and to be invited to their band practice is going to be awesome, man. We're going to have a good time. And then after that, we're going to Rob, Misled Utopia, the lead singer, guitarist of Misled Utopia. We're going to his family's property, and we're going to hang up some cameras and hang out. And I guess there's a bunch of cool stuff there. There's a 3,000 square foot barn with tractors, backhoes, all this stuff, every tool you could ever imagine. Sounds like a wonderland for me. I like building stuff. I like creating things. Uh, Another way that I like to emulate, the peacemaker, Jesus, whatever word you want to put on him. Jesus was a carpenter. The peacemaker carved a canoe out of stone. The ingenuity, they call it. What Al would say when you do something like that, I don't know if even I should say it because I'm too white, but he'd do something clever, build something cool, and say that's how you put the engine in ingenuity. Fucking Al, man, it's such a funny old bastard. What's my YouTube channel called? Oh, no, Misled Utopia is the YouTube. Just search Misled Utopia. It should come up. Yeah, my stickers are falling off, guys. Replace them with real likes up there in the like thing, and just remember that button right there is your friend. It'll keep us motivated, keep us going, make me know that you guys are out there listening. We gotta, if you're not comfortable commenting, maybe you can just put a little wavy hand, a hi, something like that. Be good to hear from you guys. It doesn't have to be anything big. We start off small and get comfortable with these things. I know that for me, I wasn't comfortable with even, I watched a lot of lives for a long time first, before I even commented, before I had the gusto to start them, so I get it. I appreciate having you guys out there. I'm trying to find a balance of trying to get that number up, but not trying to scare you guys away, because it seems like when I point that guy out there, it's like, people act like I'm trying to sell them something, like it's going to cost them something, like their thumbs are going to fall off. And I get it. We're not used to whatever. We're sitting in the background watching, and it's comfortable that way. I think that people want to be involved. I think that more than I know I wanted to be involved a lot more than I had the ability to for a long time. And that's what I'm trying to do too, is help people break that barrier. By hitting that like button, you're taking one step closer to being a little bit more involved. By throwing your name in the comments and saying hi to the crew here, Bowman, James Johnson, Messenger Chris left us, Australia Now is an amazing friend, along with everybody else. Joe is a cool dude. We got a lot of awesome people in here. Mohammed came in earlier. He was cool. Shared a little bit of wisdom with us and his understanding of things. There's a DJ in here. If I don't believe in a higher power, I don't know how I would made it through 3. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that, DJ, if you're still around. But yeah, man, it's what carries me through too, is my connection with Creator. It's what keeps me vigilant, and the understanding of what my father taught me, keeps me on the track of doing the next right thing to the best of my ability, grounds me, and the traditional teachings have taught me the basics, to give thanks for the earth beneath our feet, the sky above our head. The 4 directions are beautiful. It carries the winds and the medicines and the plants and animals that give their lives. This is the thing that resonated to me more than any other religion when I was younger. Again, not discrediting any other religion or connection. I don't know anything but what I've seen and how. I do know a bit more about people's connections because you guys are sharing with me, and because Messenger Chris has shared with me, and it's made me appreciate those connections. But for me, the traditional teachings really blew me away. Al gave me this book called To Become a Human Being. It's based on Leon Shenandoah's wisdom. He couldn't write a book nor profit off one because he was the Tanadaho of the 6 Nations in the 90s, but he shared his wisdom with a close friend of his, under the understanding that when he passed, he would like that wisdom to be put into a book. And it's, for me, it was great at the time because I'm not a big reader, and it's in shorter little sections. It's very easy to digest, very straightforward book. It gave me and my father, Al, Hawanase, new words, a foundation to communicate on. And I know now that's why he gave it to me. He gave me that book so that we could come together in some understanding. But anyway, the traditional teachings gave me this foundation because it made sense. We give thanks to Creator. We give thanks to Mother Earth. We're put here, not, we do have dominion over this world. I believe that, but we're not put here. That's not the number one priority. And that's, the traditional teachings teach us that we're put here to enhance and enrich Mother Earth and to care for her. And, we are the caregivers of the mother, that Creator created. I think that's a beautiful concept. Creator trusts us to care for the mother, his most beautiful and epic creation. This planet, it breathes and moves in the same way that we do. It's undeniable. Everything reflects itself in this world. The trees pull in what they pull in, and they add nutrients to the earth, just like our lungs, and they look exactly the same. Our lungs pull in oxygen to feed our flesh, just the way that trees feed the earth, just the way that this amazing cycle of things tend to play out. And it's so apparent and real, and it's such a huge part of my connection that I can't see what that's. Oh wow, we're way, sorry, I don't know where we're at. Something I saw scared to say because I'm white. Something I am scared to say because I'm white. Were you talking about the whole ingenuity thing there, buddy? E73, welcome to the shit show that is my life this morning. Instant coffee with mochi in it, thumbs up stickers, broken back windows, fixed with plexiglass and a dream. Just like everything else is headed together. It's DreamWorks here in Traveling Scott's shit show of a wandering camper car. But yeah, welcome E73. It's good to have you back, buddy. We were just chatting about our connection to spirituality and life, and how we all need to come together in a beautiful way, and accept our brothers and sisters. If you don't mind me asking, E73, do you have any particular spiritual path or connection with a God of your understanding? I mean, maybe not. I mean, some people just are atheists. Some people don't believe in that stuff. And I get that too. If that's your path, that's what you've been shown. That's where you're supposed to be right now. We're all exactly where we're supposed to be right now. I believe that without a doubt. Messenger Chris and his place is a beautiful thing. Your place is a beautiful thing here in this world. Oh, wow. It fell off your bike on a dirt road, brother. No spiritual connection. That's okay. I implore you to give thanks for Mother Earth and the physical connection we have here. That's undeniable. We were just talking about the reflection of everything in this world and how similar it is. The trees to our lungs, the rivers and lakes flow like our blood. It's this, atoms at the molecular level look just like our universe. It's this repetition of art. It's like one piece of art to another. You could tell my art by looking at all my other art. You could get a good chance that might be my art. You're going pretty fast. Well, I'm sorry that you wiped out there, E73. Man, that sucks that it hurts. It sucks. But yeah, we learned a little bit of something, right? And then along with pleasure comes a little pain sometimes. We got to take that risk. Well, I'm glad you're out there adventuring, E73. I'm glad you're here this morning. I appreciate you, your connection and understanding. And I'm doing my best to continue my connection and understanding. That's where I'm at. I'm just trying to really understand what my place is here, trying to understand my connection through my brothers and sisters. I feel like we all have this different piece to the puzzle, and we all cherish our piece, and we think it's the whole thing. We're not realizing we have to set that down and connect it with our brothers and sisters to really get a better view of what's going on here. Really get a better view of Creator's intention for us. That's what he wants. He wants us to come together as brothers and sisters. He wants us to drop all of this BS that separates us, fear and anger and pain, and come together in love. I know that's what he wants. I feel it deep in my heart. Creator wants nothing more than to be there for us, be there with us. in whatever way you see fit. And even if that's just appreciating Mother Earth. I mean, she's here. She's alive, brother. You can't deny that. She moves and flows just like our physical being. And we go back to her and become something beyond our wildest expectations. We feed into this cycle. It's a natural, beautiful thing to go on to our journey spiritually, as I believe, and then have our physical being become part of Mother Earth to complete the cycle. This circle of life is such a beautiful thing. And that's another thing about the Native American beliefs that really resonated with me. It's all a circle. It all goes around. It all reflects itself. It all, it's all the same artist, creator, Jesus, God, Muhammad, Allah, these are just different words we put on a spiritual being, which is, I think on the other side, we'll all find kind of hilarious that there's all these words for this thing. And, and when we're in that place where there's no words, we'll kind of laugh at how obsessed we were with words, I think. Never been to Brooklyn. Didn't we talk about this yesterday, trying to change the subject? We can change the subject if you like, James Johnson. I hope it doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. I'm feeling really connected and appreciative today. And, I'm kind of looking to expand my horizons a little bit and see what your guys' points of view are when it comes to this kind of stuff, with an open heart. Like I said, the only way that I feel like I'm going to figure anything out, here's the thing, whether it be science, whether it be the nature of the way the world works, whether it be your connection with Creator or what it means, we're not going to figure it out alone, even with our individual connection. It's like, I was invited to church with Messenger Chris. This was a while ago. And I was sitting there, being thankful for being in that moment with these people that are connected and, Messenger Chris and the open door. And the epiphany hit me that, I'm looking at this stained glass window. And it just made me realize that we're all pieces of stained glass, all of us. And if you could imagine yourself standing in the middle of this dome made out of these different pieces of glass. Some are different colors, some are different textures, some got little holes in them, some of them are cracked, some of them are broken, some of them are clear, blue, purple, red. And we're standing in the middle of this dome, and the light that comes through that we see on the inside of the dome, it's all so different, but it's still light, it's still God, it's still Creator, right? And we can only really understand or see God through those pieces of light, through the way that they flow through our brothers and sisters. Now, they're all different on the inside, even the ones that look the same, even all those panels that represent people. They believe the same thing and they're sure of it. There are slight some differences. There might all be the same color, but this one's got a bubble, this one's got a crack, this one's a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, and we find an interpretation. We find this light that we believe reflects God in such a way that it enthralls us and energizes us, and then we focus on that panel and the way the light's flowing through it versus trying to understand what's going on the outside. And for me, I enjoy evaluating the light, God's connection with us, through my brothers and sisters, because I feel like I have a better understanding of what's on the outside of this dome by evaluating all the different ways that these pieces of glass, each human being, interpret Creator and reflect that into the world. And that was a beautiful epiphany given to me, during that connection, going to church. Hey, McLovin, good morning, brother. If I was just going to church and, not thinking about, if I wouldn't go to church, if I'd have just took my father's word and I got bullheaded and this is what it is and whatever. I mean, I was a little bit luckier too, because maybe I could have got wrapped into that, if the acceptance was there, or if I could, I could see how appealing it could be, but I was never given that. And I was I've always kind of resented that. Like, I wanted to find a place. Like, I wish I could just go to church and say I believe these things, but I'd be lying. I wish that I could go to the Longhouse and be involved in things, because that for the longest time was my core. It still is the core of my spiritual being. This beautiful connection that the natives have, but I'm not that, and I'm not accepted. My father accepted me. He appreciated me and my connection with Creator, our connection with Creator, and he would pick on me sometimes too. I look back at that, how he used to say he loved me. He tried to teach me these words, his name and different phrases, and stop saying it like a white guy. Like, hell, bro. Doing my best, but I can only do what I am. But you ever been to Hanging Rock? Where is Hanging Rock at, James Johnson? McLovin, it's good to see you. Sorry, I feel like I blew you off. I was so exhausted last night. I seen a couple of your messages, man. I hope you got my message. Just feeling a little bit tired, a little bit wiped out from, but it's going to rain today, so I'm glad we made the effort to fix the North Carolina. Okay, well, to keep that on the agenda, man. North Carolina is a beautiful place. I think that we should keep wandering, keep traveling. I do got to get serious about making cash here with some of these apps. I think I got to give up on the Walmart app. It did all right in Georgia for a little while, the last trip. I haven't had any luck besides that, but I'm stuck in it. I'm stuck in using, because that's what I did. In New York, when I first started using it in the winter, I was making really good money in Syracuse. And then when I left the last time, I was so stuck in thinking that would make me money. I got to Florida, and it's the worst place to spark drive. I was making $11 an hour. In Georgia, I tried to DoorDash a little bit there. That didn't work. I DoorDashed a little bit in Florida, and that was a little bit better. And then Georgia, I spark drove, and that worked out pretty well. But, and then yesterday, trying to spark drive in Pittsburgh was just horrendous. Like, there were so many orders. They were all crap. And they were only crap because of how many miles there were attached to these things. You can't have an order that goes 10 miles out for $12. That's 20 miles worth of driving for $12, man. I just made $8, and that just took me over an hour because I had to wait for them to load it, drive 15, 20 minutes out, drop it off, drive 15, 20, 30 minutes back, whatever. And then next thing you know, you're making $10 an hour, if that, and it's horrific. So I think I got to give up on the spark driving thing for a while, even though, I really enjoy it. I enjoy the app. I enjoy how it works. You do a little shopping, a little not. It's a good app. It's cool, but it's just, I don't know if it's for me at the moment. I don't know if, I think spark driving, Eleanor said that Instacart, not Instacart, it wasn't Instacart. Eleanor said that she uses Uber Eats, and that does pretty good in Pittsburgh. Maybe it's time to try to give a new app a try. Any of you guys use any of these apps that we could use across the country to deliver? Or I heard there's some apps that are like general labor stuff, like you could go pick up like shifts at a warehouse. I did the Weezer, I think it was. I applied when I was in Florida. I found this app for kitchen work, right? Servers, bussers, bartenders, cooks, and I have experience with all those things. So I signed up for that, got food safe certified there in Florida, and that was pretty awesome. But I never actually used the app. I ended up leaving as soon as I got it done. What's AirTasker? Is that Australia? That's something I could look into it. I don't know if that's something we have here, but figure it out. Yeah, I'll look into AirTasker, buddy. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. That's something that goes good in Australia. I know that there's something called TaskRabbit in Florida. Maybe that's what I should look into, is the TaskRabbit. You build IKEA furniture, hang a door, patch walls. I don't know if that's everywhere, though. I know it wasn't in New York because I looked into it. But, if you hit that like button, your thumbs won't fall off, I promise. This guy still got his thumbs like that right there. I don't know if that's where you see it. That's where I see it, right up here in the corner. So that's where I point to. Yeah, that sort of thing. Awesome. You're in Indiana, right, Bowman? You're headed somewhere soon, man. I'll be in the area. We'll be around. We could chill. I'd really would like to chill with you guys. Where I'm going to meet Crank after the whole misled utopia shenanigans that are going to be happening here soon. So yeah, buddy, I would like to meet you, Bowman. I got to check out your channel, dude. I got it written down. Obviously, a lot going on in the last couple days, but guys, like, subscribe. Comment, please. We got a nice group of guys in here. We got a nice group of human beings, men, women, children of all ages. Are more than welcome to join the Discord and say hello. I know that we're having a little bit more of a direct spiritual conversation this morning, but it's good to see that everybody's involved and everybody's still here. It could be a touchy situation, right? Religion and politics. But I really try to navigate it in a way that my father taught me. We got to speak about what brings us together and be open and loving and caring to our brothers and sisters so we can learn and grow and become something more. I can actually shut this door now since I'm not using the gas. Let me shut that. Start to fill up. There's a sticky badinga. There we go. You stick, you son of a bitch, you stick. Think these will stick too? What do you think, guys? Ooh, yeah, they're sticking now. All right, guys, let's stack them up. Stack them up. Hit that like button. How old are your daughters? I don't have any daughters. I got nieces. My nieces are now, wow, Avi and Mari are, I think, 3 and 6. And Jaslyn and Linnea, I think, are 21 and 18. And then I've got some nephews. I'm Uncle Scott, in a lot of different ways. But yeah, I got a lot of little ones in my life. None of my own at the moment. Yeah. Don't forget that liking is for a good cause, and it's one click on that like button's got all your daily doses of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that you may need to continue your day strongly, and it will not bite. Brianna Jade, 21, 17, 7. Oh, 21, 17, 7, and 4. So I was off. I said 3 and 6. But I did say 21, 17, so I got that right. 7 and 4. Avi and Mari are amazing cuties. You're 16, Bowman. Yeah, I don't know about that, Bowman. I don't know if we could hang out. You're 12. That's crazy. Welcome to the Discord, though. I appreciate having you here. I can't really hang out with a 12-year-old. That'd be weird. But you can come into the conversation, learn and grow together. I appreciate having you. I know that when I was a younger man, having some kind of guidance was needed, and I'm trying to return that favor. Creator put Al into my life. New words. Great man from the Onondaga Nation who taught me some of these things. And I'm not saying that whatever. I hope that your day is great, my friend Bowman. You're awesome. I'm gonna have to check out your channel now for sure. I appreciate you chatting like a responsible human being, versus a lot of children get on here and act a fool. Tenth removed cousin, James Johnson. 10th removed cousin. Damn, how the hell do you even know that? Is this like an ancestry thing or something? Hey, you like the ancestry.com or something? Don't forget about that like button, guys. It's lonely out there in like button land. Reach out, touch your local like button. Make sure that it knows it's loved and appreciated. Foot face, hit that like button, brother. Show them how it's done. And if your fingers fall off, we always thought they shouldn't have. You'd be the first person ever for your fingers to fall off for hitting the like button. But as always, guys, I appreciate having everybody. Appreciate you being here. Crack this door a little bit since we can't open the windows now. I think it has something to do with I took apart the thing here in the handle, the clicky thing, and I readjusted it, and I got them to go back up, but now I'm scared shitless of putting the windows down. So we're gonna have to do things a little different there. Rocky. Feel cheapy? Well, You've been a good boy today. You deserve a nap. Hit that like button. It ain't gonna bite you. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you don't feel comfortable, that's fine. It's just an easy click. It's an easy way to start being connected. If you're uncomfortable chatting with us, but you like the conversation, or even if you don't agree with us and you're enjoying listening, the like button just states that that you're in it and you appreciate it. It's a way for you to interact without having to burst that bubble of jumping into the Discord. So, feel free. We love to interact. We love your point of view. We're trying to figure it out together. The basic understanding of today is remembering that we're in this together, and that we're going to figure it out together. So we just lost half of our people and no more likes. I don't understand that. Maybe I just stop asking for likes. I'll just keep sticking up the thumbs and see if that works. But, it's good to have you guys, as always. I'm starting to feel a little bit more awake, a little bit more alive. Thanks, brother. You always do, man, and I appreciate you. I've got a short in there yesterday showing my busted out back window. We've got a live in my live stream showing me fixing it. You did, brother. I know you did. You always do, and I appreciate you. The communication and connection is amazing. You guys are great. We got to start stretching our limits, though, time from time. And for me, it started off with hitting the like button. That started getting comfortable hitting the like button. Got me comfortable being a little bit more interacting with the conversation, eventually commenting. You like the video? I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it a lot, man. I mean, I had to break my window to get that like, but but I'm still in awe that I did that to myself. I consider myself a good driver, but I don't know. That doesn't prove anything, obviously. Ooh, the sun's coming out. It looks like a little bit. I like that. I don't know if you can tell if I swap it around. I can't even swap it around because ooh, no, there it is. I can swap it around. Awesome. Look, sun's starting to come out, guys. We're gonna be in good shape today. Take a look at some blue skies, get you out of the car for a little while here at Walmart parking lot. The exact location's in the description. Stayed here last night comfortably. Went in and cleaned up this morning. Got myself some instant coffee because I forgot my French press at Eleanor and Sonia's. I had to forget something. I had to leave a little piece of me behind everywhere I go. What's that say? Message what? Rejected? Your message was rejected, E73. I've never seen that before. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Maybe the trip to the waterfalls will be a little bit more epic than we first thought they would be this morning. Oh, I'm sure. Where are you again, E73? I know you've told me my memory's horrible, especially when it comes to... I'm getting better at trying to retain information in this kind of communication and conversation. But... see you later, James Johnson. I appreciate having you, brother. I appreciate you being part of the conversation today. James Johnson is amazing. He kicks ass when it comes to Connect 4. We'll catch you soon for the checkers and let's play checkers tonight if you're up for it. New Hampshire. New Hampshire is absolutely beautiful, E73. I drove through there a while back. It's simply amazing. On my way up to Maine, Eastport, Maine is the most amazing Hallmark Channel place on the face of the earth. And I highly recommend checking it out. New Hartford has got some amazing places. Just like this beautiful little place here. Ooh, here we go. There it is. There's the sunshine. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Yoo-hoo-hoo. It's going to be a good day, guys. It's starting to pop out on us. That gray and gloomy cloudiness is kind of slowly wiping away. Maybe today won't be the day to see if the old fiber or plexiglass black window holds water. I'm not too anxious to find out. But yeah, New Hartford is an absolutely amazing place. Vermont or New Hampshire, Maine. Um, I highly recommend if you're ever up that way to go right to one of the harbors there and talk to the harbor master if you like lobster. There's harbors all along the way. I've gotten lucky a couple times. One of the harbors was a guy loading lobster right up into the truck. He handed me a lobster, charged me $10. The thing probably weighed 2 pounds. It was ridiculous. And then I went and I took a pot in my little cooker here, and I went down to the ocean and scooped up some ocean water and used the locals' um, suggestions on how to cook it, and it was absolutely amazing. Uh, but yeah, technically they're $10 a pound there, but that guy really hooked me up. I went to another one while I was up there, a little bit more industrial, this giant building with this huge swimming pool in it with all these lobsters, and they charged me straight up $10 a pound, but it was still a good lobster. It was still an amazing lobster straight out of the ocean. It all depends. I highly recommend that if you're up there, that you look for the harbor master that's got a little shack there and he's filling up a truck and he's a cool guy. That guy a little bit more local, a little smaller entity. He'll probably hook you up with a better deal. Chat with him a little bit, make friends. That's what worked for me. Like I said, I got like a 2-pound lobster for $10. It was absolutely ridiculous. I forget. I wish I could remember his name or exactly where that was out, but that was on my way through New Hampshire, I believe. I don't know, up that way, Vermont, New Hampshire. A lot of cool lighthouses up that way. A lot of beauty in the world. We just got to open our eyes to it. It's one thing about the traditional teachings that really resonate with me is that, we got to slow down and appreciate Mother Earth. We got to embody the next right thing by starting simple and giving thanks for what we were given. This creation that Creator has created for us is a beautiful piece of art. And, that's how we connect with Creator. That's how we understand His will for us. Whether you're spiritual or not, I mean, we could all agree that Mother Earth is alive, and the flow of life is a beautiful thing, and that's why I really love the traditional teachings and the native perspective of things. And their stories are a bit different, and they're all a bit different, but there was no written word before the European came over here, so they used to hand down stories word to mouth. They'd make art. As they make the art, they'd tell the story, and then that art would tell the story for them, through the generations. So there's probably a little bit more lost in translation, but also too, I mean, if you think about interpretations of spirituality, it's not like it stays the same. It's got to change for the times, and it's rewritten and it's redone, and it's these things. The Native Americans used to just do that on a generational thing. They didn't rely on words. They relied on their interpretation and handing that interpretation to the next generation. But the basic truth is there with all of their stories and with all of your connections. That basic truth is with us. But let's see who we got in here. Did I miss anybody? Footface. It's awesome to have you back, Footface. I appreciate you. It's going to be a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. It's starting to open up, maybe we got a little bit. It looks kind of rough still around us. But, yeah, hit that like button if you like the sun. Hit that like button if you appreciate Mother Earth and what she's provided for us. Hit that like button until I have absolutely 0 watchers. I'm going to keep saying it, right? Until I have nobody on stream. Because it seems to be a very intimidating topic. I get it, though. I get it. We all want to be connected. We all want to, reach out and be a part of something. That's why these lives are so great. But it's also hard to actually do that. It's hard to be interactive sometimes, and sometimes we just want to be part of the conversation without having to be part of the conversation, and that's cool too. I implore you to send a little message, to send a little hello, to hit that thumbs up button, but it's not necessary, not at all. All it's necessary is that we're here together, and You know, I really am trying to start a community of people that want to give thanks and be appreciative, and want to reflect on these things and learn and grow on a daily basis, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, where I'm going. I've learned a couple things along the way, and I figure I'd share that medicine to the best of my ability. But that still doesn't mean I know schnick about schnizzle. I don't know about, you know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. But I'm getting a firmer grip on reality the more I move forward. That's empty. I think that was enough coffee. I'm good. Let's put this away so we can get ready for our day here. Take our stickers. Get right down. Make the outfit right now. Okay. Oh no! These are not the best Post-it notes ever. They're cool though. They are cool. And a nice gentle reminder too. It really does help me out to know how the conversation's playing out, to know that I'm being heard, to know that the connection is appreciated, all those beautiful things. That sweet little easy symbol to push. Oh, come on. Then we put the old coffee maker away and start our day. The hinge is starting to break. I'm gonna have to fix that. Where's the rest of the BS? I'll put the rest of the BS in there. That's good for now. We'll find a spot for everything else. Yeah, see, it must have bent it. I'll have to put another screw in that. Here eventually, but yeah, we did not have Dunkin' this morning. We had instant coffee. I left my coffee cup that Sally gave me at Rob's house the last time I was there. So, and I ended up buying coffee yesterday because we were headed out. So we'll hold on to that coffee cup and reuse it maybe for one more day. Keep our eyes out and our hearts open for another coffee cup somewhere. Yeah, I had one of those days yesterday. I also had my thermos there sitting on top of my towel before I left, and it was slowly leaking, and it saturated my towel. So I had a soaking wet towel floating around the car, too. That was fun. On top of all the other shenanigans that happened yesterday, the soaking wet towel. But again, we got to be okay. We're going to be okay. It's all going to be all right. You find yourself in a scenario where you've done something to hinder yourself, slow down. Understand that we don't know why things play out the way they play out. And we have no control over that. What we do have control over is our mindset in the moment that it happens. And I'm very proud of myself for realizing that yesterday, not falling into anger for myself, not listening to that whisper in my ear that I'm an idiot and what am I doing and this is ridiculous. I went with it. I'm very proud of myself for that. It's a hard thing to do, especially when you are the cause of whatever's going on. And I definitely caused it yesterday. Without a doubt, I caused it. I backed up into that semi-truck trailer and smashed my own window out. But then I took the reins and I made it work with what I had, to the best of my ability. And that's all we can do sometimes, all the time, but are you going to be happy on your way there? Are you going to flow with the river of life? Or are you going to fight it and be miserable? I could have been miserable, me and what I did. And, none of that's worth it. And with an open heart traveling through, I was reminded that multiple times. Our new friend at the gas station let me use the vacuum there at the go and stop and go, stop and shop, whatever that gas station was. The friend I met there while I was vacuuming up, I think his name was Mike, I don't know. I forget. If you're out there, brother, it's good to have you. He's a fellow subscriber now. But yeah, just chatting with him. He kind of pulled up and kind of snickered at my window and we laughed. And I told him what happened and we laughed. And, so even that, just that connection, sitting there laughing at myself. To be able to laugh at yourself is an amazing thing. Because if we're not laughing at ourselves when something crazy is going on, then we're sitting in misery and we don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. All we can do is move forward. We can't fight the river of life. We can't go back upstream. So I can't rewind time and unsmash my window. What I can do is move forward and make the decision to do the best I can with what I got. And that's what I did. I went to Home Depot, got some plexiglass, figured it out. So, but yeah, about time to get rolling. I'm gonna go hit a Planet Fitness and clean up before anything. Yesterday being in the sun, fixing the window and the wind and you know, the energy it takes to stay in the moment is real. That energy is draining because there is that whisper. There was that whisper yesterday when I smashed out the back window. That whisper that I'm not good enough, or that I'm an idiot, and I could have let that thought consume and crush me, and nothing would have played out positively. But it did. It played out beautifully. We ended up in this beautiful place, driving through here. It was absolutely amazing. Another little place that's just beautiful and serene. It's just amazing. It's amazing to be here with you. It's amazing to share this cup of coffee with some friends. Let's even out that like button. 10 for 10 sounds good. If you feel so inclined and comfortable. Wow, dude. Every time. Love you too, kiddo. Gonna hop off and clean up the house, figure it out today, the kids. Hope you enjoy the day, the waterfalls. We love you. I love you too. Stay motivated, energized, and loved there, kiddo. I appreciate you coming in this morning and chatting with us. It's been a beautiful reminder of our connection and our growth, and how much we're both struggling to learn some lessons to not continuously hand the pain around. Just keep that with you today. No matter what happens, you didn't smash out your own back window, kiddo. And live in love, live in this moment. And no matter how stressful things get, we get to decide how we handle those things. I appreciate you, Muhammad. Did I say? Am I saying that right, man? Muhammad Cornelius McAfee? Muhammad Cornelius McAfee. Am I saying that right, buddy? I don't. I'm a little dyslexic. I probably could use some glasses, but I can call you McAfee. Is that cool? Can I just do that? It's up to you, buddy. But yeah, anyway, Brianna, you have a great day. I appreciate you. I'm going to hop off here in a minute to just procrastinate a little bit, enjoy my time with you guys. I'm saying it right. Awesome. Cornelius McAfee. Thank you, Mohammed Cornelius McAfee. It's great to have you, buddy. I appreciate you jumping in the conversation this morning, too, man, helping to enlighten us, helping us to emulate these beautiful men that came before us, the peacemaker, Jesus, Muhammad, that represent these representatives of this higher power, whatever word you put on it, God, Allah, creator. Hey, you're back, Bowman. It's good to see you, buddy. I was just saying my goodbyes, but you know how long that takes sometimes. So it's good to have you back. It's good to be here with you guys. I'm excited about the waterfalls today. This is going to be pretty cool. The 13th Cornelius. Wow, dude, respect. That's awesome. I am named after my Uncle Scott. And yeah, that's about it. He didn't have it. He had 4 girls. So my mother named me after him. The kind of, he's a good guy. If you're out there, Uncle Scott, I hope you and Aunt Nancy are doing well. I know we don't talk. I know things are complicated, but I love you guys. Family's complicated sometimes. My Uncle Scott and Aunt Nancy are amazing human beings, but things are complicated, right? So, but yeah, on your journeys today, guys, just remember, be thankful, be appreciative, and you get to decide your emotional state, depending, no matter what you do. You get to decide if it's going to be a good day, whether you smash your back window out or not, I appreciate you very much. STW. What does STW mean? I'm curious. I would like to learn more about I've heard a lot of beautiful things about, Muhammad and that connection, and his wisdom. He even gives praise to Jesus. He gives thanks to Jesus, not necessarily praise. I guess, as far as I know, he's considered a disciple in that, and he's referred to in that, and creator, the peacemaker, as far as the natives would call him. And they think they consider Jesus and the peacemaker to be one. They did the same job. They gave the instructions, and you have a good day too. Every 70. Totally Hyper just showed up, so we just had to buy ourselves a few more minutes. Totally Hyper, do me a favor, make that 10 for me, brother, please. That would make me feel good. Every time I ask, I lose half the people following. The stickers don't seem to be doing their job, but we're gonna keep them around. They're doing all right. And again, let's push our horizons today. Let's do something a little bit different. Let's get out of our comfort zone just a tiny little bit today. Oh, we're at 11, brother. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Helps me out a lot to stay motivated and feel heard. We all want to be heard. Still getting the brain going this morning. I guess I'm still kind of there. Totally Hyper. How'd your day go? You all right? How'd your night go? Did you sleep well, buddy? I appreciate you being here, guys. I appreciate you commenting. That's what hang on a second. SWT. Thank you, Mohammed. Cornelius, the 13th. Cornelius says that when you say, God, it's just right here. I just saw it. 13th, got a little data. There you go. Allah, SWT, means the one, the only, the one true God. Awesome. I think we're all looking at the same thing. It's funny, as Messenger Chris, we had a while ago, he had this epiphany while we chatted that, I think we're talking about the same God, Scott. Like, dude, without a doubt. What do you mean? Like, you just having this epiphany that we're talking about the same God just because we use different words? And it was funny, it was just funny because, like, I had already come to this realization of acceptance and love for his stuff, and I know he had too. Accepts and loves what I believe, but it was just funny for him to, like, break through that barrier, like, to realize we're talking about the same entity beyond this physical world. Malaysia, I guess we're sticking around for a little while. We got someone from Malaysia, O2Q1, Malaysia. It's awesome to have you today. Tell us something interesting about Malaysia that we might not know. Be very interested. Excuse me. Hence the reason I got to quit smoking. It's starting to get a little bit warm in here. Take off the old hoodie. It was a little chilly this morning, believe it or not. Okay, set that over there. What's up? Turangiu. I don't want to mispronounce that and sound like an idiot. Because I'm dyslexic a little bit. Whenever I get nervous and I lose track of, sometimes it's simple things. I don't get as nervous anymore, so I don't go as blank when it comes to reading. But this is still kind of intimidating, and I don't want to. From Turangia, is that right? Turangia or Turangiu? I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate having you, man. That's freaking awesome that you're joining us here. McAfee, I appreciate you. I appreciate the wisdom that you're sharing today through Muhammad and his understanding. I appreciate your connection, and I'm glad we can come together and give thanks for these things. That's just amazing to me. All these friends from all over the place. I appreciate that. I'm doing my best to stay connected, and that's what the theme of today has been. I don't know what provoked that. I think having Messenger Chris in here, it kind of got me onto the topic of how everybody sees things differently, but it's the same as far as I see it, to my understanding, without judgment. You know, the big theme of the day is let's talk about what brings us together. What, there's a small percentage that separates us in all religions. It's the man part, I believe. I might be wrong, but the thing that says that I am right and you are wrong, so I can feel comfortable and safe knowing exactly what's going on. Which to me, the big epiphany was I have no fucking clue. I'm a physical being trying to understand a spiritual realm. And what really hit that home was how Steve communicated with me after he passed. How he came to me in that dream, and I was running 1,000,000 miles an hour on this white horse through this beautiful meadow, but I was just out of control. And all of a sudden it was me and him sitting at this table, but we were hugging at the same time, and everything was said all at once, with nothing being said at all. And it was 1,000,000 years, and it all happened in a split second. And I woke up with this understanding that there's no words in the other place. And again, I might be wrong, it might be whatever, but I truly believe in my heart that that was my brother communicating with me, and he telling me exactly what I needed to hear. Please say your name. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Usman? Usman? Is that it? Usman? Usman. Is that your name, brother? I'm sorry, man. I was kind of in my own little rant. I didn't mean to ignore you. You want the drink, the Dunkin' Donuts? Believe me, it's an illusion. This is not Dunkin' Donuts. This is instant coffee I made in the camper car this morning, with some hot cocoa mix and some creamer. But it's actually pretty good, So, but yeah, you're welcome in, Usman. I don't even. Inyeta, Usman Inyeta. Sorry again, guys, if I mispronounce things. Again, a little dyslexic. I feel a little anxious sometimes when I go to read out loud. And names throw me for a loop sometimes. But Usman, is that it? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I feel bad. I'm not trying to make fun of you, not trying to whatever. You're welcome here, brother. I appreciate having you. We do the coffee chats every morning. Come together and try to open our horizons and understand a little bit more about what's going on around us. Full of nature. That's amazing. Mohammed says that where he's from there is a very beautiful spiritual place to be, full of nature. Yeah, man. I found if you're ever in the States, Southern Pennsylvania is absolutely mind-blowing. Southeastern, from what we've discovered lately, is absolutely mind-blowing. The waterfalls, the natural water slides. I had my own little waterfall there in a lagoon that was all to my own. I could hike down there and stand under the waterfall and go swimming. That was absolutely amazing. That short didn't do so well, even though the numbers are all up on it. I mean, you can't really hear me talking in it too much, but it's got some epic scenes in it. I did say your name. I thought I said your name, man. Maybe I said it wrong. I hope I didn't offend you. Have family in Michigan. Yeah, brother. So when you do, travel over and check stuff out, if you do end up in Southern Pennsylvania, driving through there, if you end up in Syracuse, New York, the Adirondacks are north, Skinny Atlas and the Finger Lakes are south, and there's a lot of beautiful places up through there. I highly recommend the Adirondacks for some amazing, open, epic landscapes that are just a short hike to this blissful place of realization, and understanding that Creator is with us, laying out this beauty before us in this most epic way. And I recommend we all slow down today and give thanks for the simple things. Go find some waterfalls, go for a little hike in the woods, take a deep breath, feel connected, feel appreciative, and give thanks for these simple things, because we are given everything we need right here. We just take it for granted. It's like anything else, like being in a relationship, right? Like someone's there every day doing every little thing for you. And over the course of a decade or two, you just take it. It's just life, right? It's just them. I mean, that's part of what I did was part of my fallacy when I was younger, was that I was that. I gave too much all the time, and I was constantly there. And I wasn't worried about me. I was worried about you. And then I was wondering why the world devalued me, why I wasn't being respected and appreciative. It's because I was always there. I was always doing. I was always bending over for everybody and not taking care of myself. So it's just Scott, right? That was the thought that tore me up. Why is it like this? Everybody treats me like this, like it's just me and it doesn't matter. Well, first of all, I give the perception like I got it all going on, and I don't. Or at least I got me under control, because I give that perception because I'm taking care of you, right? Because that's my priority, so I must be fine. But I never was. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a beautiful day, guys. We'll hang out for a little bit longer. It's been a little bit longer of a truck than most. Let me write down your, man, let me write down your name. I got a couple other channels to visit here. Get my notebook. I'll write you in with the other guys. I got to check out a couple more today. Oh, man. Where did I put it? Oh, we're here. We got to check out a couple more, but we'll check you out too, man. I really appreciate your connection today. I appreciate you in general coming in and giving us a little bit of wisdom about your spiritual path, man. Was absolutely amazing. Make sure I write it down properly. Cornelius. McAfee. Awesome, brother. I look forward to growing and learning with you, man. You've really helped me out a lot today to, open my horizons, remind me how beautiful the world is. Respect and appreciate all my brothers and sisters and their interpretation of God. I look forward to seeing what you got going on there, brother. And you check out my channel. Go through most of it's in the shorts, because that's what I got good at. The first 14 long forms are like kind of a video journal of the last journey when I left and ended up in Georgia before I ended up going back home. And I only got long forms until I get to Florida in that journal kind of status. And then I got really good at the shorts, and the shorts really tell the story all the way through, especially if you go back to when I left New York the last time. That short is the start of me healing and growing and figuring out what my medicine is. So if you are in pain, if you're out there struggling, if you feel alone, I highly recommend you roll back a little bit in my shorts and, start off with the one where I left New York, talking about grief and pain and regret and how I had to get up and get moving and get going. That was and then from there, the shorts kind of show this medicine that I've found, through appreciation, acceptance, and love, and through flowing with the river of life. And I did the coffee talk episode I just did was a long form. It's only about 7 minutes long, but it's me and Misled Utopia chatting a bit about our understanding and connection, and I think it came out amazing. I made all the graphics for that. It was only 7 minutes, but it took me 3 days because I'm not a tech guy, hence only doing the shorts, really. And I'm looking to expand into the long form again, but in like a side quest understanding kind of feel. I want to just show the places we go, just like the Parthenon. There's a Parthenon short just not too far back in my shorts that shows the Parthenon in Tennessee. Is absolutely amazing, but I got a lot of great footage, and we could share a lot of great knowledge if I format this in a different way, with the visuals that I've learned from doing coffee talk. But it's slow and steady. I find myself being overwhelmed by that. Have my word, brother. Your word means a lot to me, Muhammad. And I stick by my word as well. I will check out your channel as well. And, I'm really excited about seeing it. I got a couple other friends today. Maybe that's what I'll do before I shower. When I go to take a shower after this, I'll go and I'll check out yours and a couple other guys that asked me to do so. You haven't been doing much on YouTube lately, but starting to make content again. So that's, I've got all these great ideas, right, man? And I feel like I've been faltering, but I've got a really awesome blues album on there. If you're into the blues, the concept is multi-dimensional FM, where I go to these different dimensions and find different traveling Scots and In the Bunny Blues album that's on there, basically is this dimension where Traveling Scott is a traveling bunny blues man singing the blues. And in reality it's all AI generated, me prompting and kind of critiquing the music, but I think it came out pretty cool. It's got some good visuals. I really like the music. It's all about Traveling Scott and his wayward ways, giving thanks, doing the next right thing. I think it's pretty awesome that with technology today, what we can do. And I got a couple more albums worth of music I want to drop eventually, but I got to make the visuals and I got to find the time. But I've been adventuring and smashing out my own back window, so you can't really say that. I do Muhammad. I recommend the lives. They seem to help quite a bit with traction and people coming in. Give it a whirl, man. Even if it's uncomfortable for you, it's getting more comfortable as I move forward. But yeah, with that said, we're almost at 2 hours now. We're at an hour and 50 minutes. Time to take a moment for myself and reflect and appreciate this conversation this morning, and then then I'll move forward and clean up. And if we get a good enough signal at Blackwater Falls, I will surely start a live when I get there. Where did I leave the stovetop at, brother? That's the whole ingenuity of the bench here, bro. What do you mean? Right there. That's where the stovetop is. Right where it belongs, put away, tucked away. That's how I do when I drive. And that also allows this to be a makeshift howdy from down under. Awesome, man. We got a bunch of people from the great just showed up from the down under. Fresh, right? Thank you for showing up. Great. Thank you for commenting, man. Thank you for being part of everything. But so the thing is, too, I got a laptop and I've got a T-Mobile home internet, but I can hook it up to the inverter, and then I can have internet wherever I go. I haven't messed with small little living space. It's funny saying to a friend recently that living like this is like being a genie, right? The epic cosmic power to travel the world as I see fit. Itty bitty living space. But anyway, guys, hit that like button before I go. Let's pop that number up a little bit more because I'm about to head out. I appreciate you. Check out the YouTube channel. Muhammad, I'll be checking yours out. I highly recommend you do some kind of live, brother. Let me know when you do, and commenting if you decide to do one time. And I'd like to be on the other side of it. I do check out some, but I'd like to be on the other side of it with someone that I know, and someone that's come in and chatted with me. I'd like to return the favor. Inventors will do the job. I'm a seeker. Yeah, and I guess, I'm a builder. I'm a creator. This wasn't too much. It ain't too complicated. Piece of plywood. I mean, the hinge is starting to go over there. So I'm gonna have to tighten that up, but that's using it, moving it around, whatnot. But yeah, a couple pine boards and plywood and some hinges. The plywood is actually let me take this tape off there. There's a little thing of plywood here too. There's a piece of plywood. I don't know if you can see it. That runs kind of like at an angle, and another one runs back, so that I can set that foam mattress and put my feet into the trunk. It's a little hectic back there this morning, obviously, because I had to take the blankets up to clean all the glass out from smashing my back windows. But again, that's in live. There's a short about my shenanigans in that, but yeah, stay curious, stay open, stay in the solution, stay positive as you flow through the river of life. And I'm telling you, it'll be a hell of a lot nicer on your way there and when you get there than if you're miserable the whole way. You can hand out anger, you can take regret in, you can spread fear and pain and anxiousness through indulging in the negativity of life, especially when you smash out your back window. Or you can take the initiative, take a deep breath, clean up the mess you made, go get some plexiglass, some Gorilla Glue, and a couple self-tappers, along with some flex tape. It's the Gorilla Flex tape, by the way, that I think is amazing. And then you build yourself a back window. You forgive yourself and you move forward. So, with that being said, serious threat's over. I got to get the hell out of here. I got to wash up. I'm awake now with my caffeine in me. I appreciate you guys. Every morning, here's where we're at. Same bat time, same bat channel, same bat place. No, well, I mean, the car, it's always in a different place. Today we're in Maryland. Tomorrow we'll be in West Virginia. West Virginia, Mountain Mambo, take me home, country road. Okay, we're on our way. We're going to Blackwater Falls. I got to clean up first. Catch us in a couple hours. There might be another live if I get signal there at, yeah, they didn't like the singing. This jackass on here fucking singing to me. How dare him? Don't you fucking sing to me in the morning, boy. Ain't having it. Anyway, the OGs stuck around. That's all that matters. I love having more individuals, whatever. Here's the thing. I'm going to run my mouth all day if you let me. Have a good day, guys. Muhammad, I'll catch you soon. We'll see you in the next coffee chat in the morning. L. Martinez, welcome, and I appreciate you. Hopefully we'll see you again here soon for the next coffee chat, or if we could do a live this afternoon at the falls. If not, I'll be posting a short here soon, and eventually I'll get to these side quest episodes where I can show an in-depth adventure of some of these shorts that I'm making, and we could really learn and grow together through the adventure of the side quest concept. It's just a lot of work, and I'm just getting used to it, so I got a slow and steady wins the race with that one. But you guys have a blessed day. I really appreciate having you here today. It's been an amazing morning, and I'm ready to start my day off right. So suggest you do the same.